Rippers raps part photo. I gotta show those what would happen. I kick it solo. Had a Fogo when it's the proto that step up to the podium. No gas like petroleum. Should probably bring the sodium. You salty. So you bite up off the audio. Retarded, that's why you targeted. Plus you got a sorry flow. I used to partyo from the dirty D to the barrio. Now I build my audience focusing doing cardio. Running laps around you. I don't have to pound you. Watch your mouth do it. Rather wrap a circle around you. If it came down to catching around in the battle mode, I sat in your ego cause you and I are not compatible. Get out of here. I know it sucks and it's sad to hear. You and I ain't even in the same stratosphere. You weak, the epitome. You see defeat. Truth be told, don't belong within 100 feet of me. So get your mind right. Not in my hindsight. Don't like the limelight. So I strike when the time's right. This is my fight. But I might be defined by 99 likes when I'm grabbing my mic and I'm within my rights to body beats. I gotta be in your head like lobotomy. You got a lot to see. I'm possibly a prodigy. Hop on beats like a wallaby. Don't follow me or copy me. I'm the guy that you try to be. But you can't mimic this cause you're not kin of this. And it's my sentiments. Be a disappearing act. You an idiot. And bro, I'm serious. Need to hurry up. See you tearing up. I put fear in you cause you inferior. Period. You got a lot of problems and I gotta solve model column. I don't get excited. I get inside of his mind and got to fighting him. Need to take his vitamins. I'm prime like the optimist. It's optimal. I got to blow up. The number of fake babies we got an overflow. And they sell it sold to the labels. They bending over for. They broke us a joke and they steady falling for okie doke. We know he's so poor but he blind and he don't know the ropes. I don't know why you would be stunting in public. You don't own either your masters or publishing. So if the album charts, you ain't seeing nothing of it. You a puppet and you love it. You hot just telling you tuck it. You a sucker. Defeat him cause I'm unbeatable. He the one that say he the one. He the one that get eat upon. Feed upon. I compete with him easily. It's like either son diligently and evil one appease him and succeed in the fact that I'm even able to hop on the beat and do the stuff. Who the thunk? I make the punks look like chumps. Only doing this part time. I'm better than all y'all. Crazy that I'm frontin' the metal band. Yeah. Let me speak on that one time for the one time. It's the new grind that these new timers and metal ass trying to do rhymes and they hella whack. Need to stop that. And other cats I ain't not soft. But backwards get compared to y'all by default. Rhyming behind the sort of guitars and dumbos. Think it's the same. It's lame. I've been in the game and put them to shame if I got to. I am not you. I'm more complex. You a haiku. It's impossible to be me, so you should stop, dude. I don't knock you. Give it a try or a shot, fool. But when I move, it's different. You hearing it. I rap cause I'm feeling it. Your raps don't even take it serious. You a joke. You blow. It done and appears to be limited vocabulary. Rhymes elementary. Listen to your track, it's a proof. Look, rhyme scheme sound like a page of Dr. Seuss book. You the bottom of the basic totem pole. Couldn't even rap a Nickelodeon slogan. Give you the works, it has the perks to not cursing your verse. I'm high for what it's worth, you right. And I ain't trying to be cocky, go inflated would not be. I just don't like the fact you make rap sound whack, man. This is legitimately an art form. I know you do it to be trendy, but it's not funny when you be a crash dummy for the sake of making money that you don't even see. Please listen to me. That was Rippers Raps, part photo. You know, we said in the first rap, you know, we get all these comparisons to all these other...
Now, I'm going to tell you this one thing, black folks. When old Joe Nickel Slick make it legal to hire illegals, your ass is going to be out of a job. What you going to do then? Y'all sitting here, y'all rooting for this, y'all marching yourself right off the cliff. You march yourself right off the cliff. Slowly but surely, they is replacing us as a voter base. They talking about giving them the bag for pain and suffering, and they not even American citizens. Soon you're gonna be like, you know what? Go ahead and hire them. It's cool. And then next thing you know, what you gonna be doing? You gonna be the one at Home Depot trying to jump in somebody's pickup truck. It's ridiculous.
He said you're gonna be sitting at Home Depot waiting somebody pull up with a pickup truck.
Jose gonna be picking your ass up off the side of the Home Depot.
Jose gonna be asking you. He gonna be like, "Habla español?"
My father said he gonna be the first one to hire him. He said y'all niggas is out of luck.
Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they playing. It's Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Happy Hotep Thursday. Happy Hotep Thursday. Welcome to the Hotep's Been Told You After Party with me and Jay Cannon. I am Cannon Hotep. If you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon to let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream. I'll let people know we're live. If you're catching the replay, leave a comment. Let us know how we're doing. We really appreciate it. The question of the night is, do you think they're going to invoke the 25th Amendment and old Joe Nickel Slick? I want to know what you guys think. Like I said, smash that subscribe button. Hit that like button. If you're on Rumble, subscribe. Hit that plus button. Hit that glove or whatever it's called. If you ain't got a Rumble account, what is you waiting on? All your favorite YouTubers are going over to Rumble where we can talk our shit without any penalties. So create an account and support your favorite YouTuber. Anyway, let's see. Bruh. So, y'all heard what, that was a clip from when me, HJ, and Legal Mindset was on. We did like an 8-hour stream, right? And somehow we got into like illegal immigration, right? So, everybody's favorite Disney villain, Chuck Schumer, comes out and says he calls for amnesty for 11 million more illegal immigrants in the U.S. because we are short of workers, and say the American population is not reproducing on its own with the same levels that it used to. If you don't believe me, check this crazy bullshit out. Let me see where we at here. Let's do this. There we go.
We're short of workers. Now more than ever, we're short of workers. We have a population that is not reproducing it on its own with the same level that it used to. The only way we're going to have a great future in America is if we welcome and embrace immigrants, the dreamers, and all of them, because our ultimate goal is to help the dreamers, but get a path to citizenship for all 11 million or however many undocumented.
We told you it was coming. We told you it was coming. And they're going to try and do that, bro. And what's going to happen is a lot of people going to be out of a job. A lot of people sitting at home. You know what I mean? Now, a lot of people about to be out of a job. They about to make it legal to hire illegals. But remember, Hotep's been told you. But I digress. Anyway, how you feeling, Jay? You muted up, Jay.
There we go. My check 1 2 1 2.
There we go. Yeah.
Sorry about that. I thought I had that.
You good?
What's good, Kenny? Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too,
Appreciate
bro.
You.
How you
yeah,
feel?
It's wild. It's like you called it, right?
Yeah.
And it's something that we've been saying for a minute that they're going to go ahead and do this. If they're going to go ahead and do all this eugenics and do all this population control and an entire narrative, a campaign of don't have kids, then you see what's going to happen. And now they're saying, oh, well, we need new workers. That might have been the whole mission to get those people up there to the Hamptons. I'm feeling like that's what it was.
Bruh, who you telling, bro? Exactly. We got Kofefovich over on Rumble with the first Rumble rant of the day. We appreciate you, sir. He says just testing the bag. We appreciate you. We got Insight of the Ages also over there. Say you had me thinking I was in the time warp or falling through some kind of time warp. I was like, how can this be live right now? Oh man, we got Champ X in the building saying hi, Hotep. And we got Carmen Studer in the building. Hi Cannon, hi Jay. What's going on, Carmen? We appreciate you. We got Natasha Kayleen over there. Appreciate you, Natasha. Let's see who we got. An Insight of the Ages with the $1 Rumble Rant. We appreciate you, sir. He says 11 million or whatever will be the first to use the CBDC through UBI and free cell phones. Mean programmed. OMG, bro. He calling it like Babe Ruth right now. Hey, look,
It's coming down the pipeline, that CBDC thing.
bro. Who you telling? Hey, check it out, right? If you want to support the channel, you can do it through a super chat. You can do it through a Rumble Rant, or you can do a direct dono to my Cash App. Is $Cannon Hotep, all one word. $Cannon Hotep, CANNON Hotep. I appreciate it. Every dime goes back into the channel. I got some new things coming, trying to keep the channel fresh and all that other good stuff. But anyway, I appreciate my mods in here getting these bots out quick, fast, and in a hurry. Thank you. Appreciate you on that. Anyway, so hey, so HJ and them, they ended the show with it, but I'm gonna start the show on this one, y'all. Paul Pelosi, right? Nancy Pelosi's husband. So now they're trying to say that well, who was right? Was the Department of Justice right? And they're like, well, who's right? Is it the Department of Justice or the police department in San Francisco? Right? So you have the Department of Justice saying that the two police officers opened the door, right? But then you got the San Francisco Police Department saying that Paul Pelosi opened the door, right?
Right.
So apparently body cam footage came out. You can't fuck up the body cam footage, right? So the
Is it visible yet?
We about to find out. I didn't watch this video all the way through, but I want to see it. I want to see what the fuck happened. But I doubt if that shit happened. They gotta have some kind of gag order or something on this shit. But anyway, let's go over to the video.
Officers arrived, the discrepancy as to who opened the door. Begat some different issues here.
Yeah, certainly are, Raj. Two different law enforcement agencies are prosecuting David DePape. That's the man accused of striking Paul Pelosi in the head with a hammer. But those agencies have two different accounts of what happened in the moments leading up to that attack. So the Department of Justice says the two officers opened the door. That's according to a federal indictment filed earlier this week. But the San Francisco District Attorney's Office says Mr. Pelosi opened the door with his left hand. The DA's office released that account, Raj, last week.
Okay, so the DA says one thing, the feds say another thing. What's the truth here?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to find out. Well, we spoke with a source familiar with the investigation who personally watched the police body camera footage from that night, and they say the DA's office got it right. They tell us officers knocked on the door of the Pelosi home, then backed away. And our source tells us the video clearly shows the door being opened from the inside and Paul Pelosi's left hand opening it. And also, as mentioned in the DA docs, the source tells us the body cam video shows officers having a brief conversation with Pelosi and David DePape, that's the man accused of breaking into the Pelosi home, before DePape starts beating Pelosi with a hammer.
Okay, so what's the discrepancy, or what should I say, why the discrepancy? The source that saw the police body cam video says Paul Pelosi opens it with his left hand.
Exactly.
But yet all of a sudden, the feds say the door was opened by the officers.
I wonder why. So you got the State Department, right? You got the State Department or the Department of Justice saying that, oh no, the police officers walked into a ongoing altercation where Paul Pelosi was fighting for his life, trying to keep himself from getting hit with a hammer. But now we come to find out through body cam footage, allegedly, that I would love to see, and the San Francisco Police Department saying, no, Mr. Pelosi opened the door and let us in with some apprehension to even come outside with us. He actually went back in the house.
Yeah.
Right? I wonder why he went back in.
And this is what's got that reporter in trouble for telling it I guess what's going to come to be the true version of the narrative, because they wanted the other version of the narrative, the way that they were spinning it, to come out.
Right, exactly. So, yo, check it, right? So my theory is that he didn't leave a house, right? He didn't leave a house because he had to spin the story on why the police was there in the first place. right? He couldn't let the pap talk to the police by himself. No. Right? He had to make sure the pap ain't say no shit he shouldn't have said. All right? He probably called the police like, fuck. Police came in there. He had to go in there, try to overtalk the pap and some more shit probably. And the next thing you know, some shit went down. All right?
Right.
That's my thing. The funny part is that the State Department was hiding it, right? Like of course they were. Of course they were going to hide it. Right? His wife was like, y'all better make this shit fucking disappear quick, fast, and in a hurry. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. You know what I mean? This shit is fucking crazy. Right. So now you got it. Now everybody knows, right? This is from NBC themselves. This isn't from Canon Hotep. This isn't from anybody, but here's your credible source. Take it how you want to take it.
Oh, yeah, the NBC Bay Area.
Yeah, NBC did this shit. I'm just reporting on the news, god damn it. Anyway, we got a lot of bots in the building, yo. We got a whole lot of bots in the building. I don't know who Red Bar is, but fuck them. Anyway, anyway, let's see. Where am I at? Let me see. There we go. Get this. See. All right, let's do this. So, the FTX scandal, right? Now, it can be very confusing, right? Some young kid named, what's his name? Sam Bankman-Fried, right?
Yeah.
SFB or FBF or whatever the fuck it goes by.
Right.
Some kid possibly on the spectrum makes $1 billion, allegedly. 2 weeks after Joe Nicholslick announces his run for president, right? So, because this shit is so fucking difficult to explain to people, I'm not Hotep Jesus, right? He's been fucking diving into this shit. We're gonna watch a video. Who is this? Because I want to give him some credit. Nobody Special is his name. Nobody Special Finance on YouTube. He has the FTX collapse explained in 99 seconds. So let's check this shit out real quick.
Is Sam Bankman-Fried. People call him SBF. He's the founder of FTX. He also controlled a crypto hedge fund called Alameda Research, but that's all gone now. He wants you to think he's this sweet guy. He even brought in a famous YouTuber who called him the most generous man in the world. Yep, that happened. Truth is, Sam Bankman-Fried is a liar and a crook. His personal crypto FTX token was basically a Ponzi scheme hidden below layers of Moonbro jargon. He even went on Bloomberg's podcast and bragged about it. Yep, that happened. He used his Ponzi token as collateral to borrow billions of real dollars that he couldn't pay back. He then used those real dollars to build an empire out of dying companies like Voyager and BlockFi. This led Jim Cramer to call him the new JP Morgan. That's weird. It's not like Jim Cramer to promote a billionaire con artist. SBF sold people cryptos like Bitcoin, or so they thought. What they really bought from SBF was an IOU. But as long as everyone didn't cash in their IOU at the same time, the scheme worked. Until it didn't. This other a-hole who hates SBF came along and engineered a bank run with some passive-aggressive tweets. It worked. SBF didn't have enough money to repay everyone at once, and now his customers have lost everything. He'll be happy to know that this is exactly how every bank in the world operates. So where did all the money go? He misappropriated $4 billion trying to save his failing hedge fund. Whoops, that's a felony. He spent $21 million on Super Bowl commercials, $5 million for the big guy, $40 million in campaign donations. I wonder what he wanted in return. And everyone who's pointing at this story and saying,
this is exactly why we need to regulate crypto.
Remember that SBF stole billions. That's already a crime. And he spent a lot of it on bribing politicians. Also a crime, in order to create a crypto monopoly for himself. Government regulations don't protect the customers. They protect the crooks. That's exactly what SBF was trying to do.
So there you go in 99 seconds. That's your overview, right? Now, but it gets deeper than that, right? Because it's a whole fucking web, right? There's this kid Sam and his family is so entrenched in like the left's politics and in the DNC that this shit is starting to look like a money laundering scheme to me. Right? That's what this shit looking like to me. It just doesn't make sense how fast he allegedly earned this money, right? And who was getting these kickbacks. right?
Maxine Waters. No, wait.
Oh no, she was one of them.
I saw him hugging her in one of the photos, and then she was blowing him kisses in another.
Right. You know what I mean? And now she talking about, they asked her was she gonna give some of the money back, and she's like, wait, it was happening on both sides, and who am I to say that it didn't? I'm pretty sure that shit happened on fucking both sides, right? I'm pretty sure. Now, there's another YouTuber by the name of Really Graceful. I've been following Really Graceful for a very long time, right? She does some really good deep dives into things. Salute to Really Graceful. If y'all not following her on YouTube, y'all need to be following Really Graceful. So she has the strange connections of Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX, bro. All right, she goes deep on this. So we're gonna watch her video, and it's the shit that the way his family is intertwined between Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden, even the fucking Ukraine, right? This shit is fucking crazy, bro. So let's get to it. Let me see something real quick before I start. I hate I have to do this shit because I never really want to do this. Hold on.
You got to put it in subscribers only mode.
You already know, bro. I don't got time for this shit.
Shout out to the mods. They working overtime.
Yeah, I ain't gonna make them do that. As soon as
they're like they over here trying to get quick with the buttons.
Right.
Banger game, but shoot, them cats keep coming in by the boatload.
Right, exactly. So hold on, what the fuck? Hold on, how does this shit? Here we go. Boom. All right, now we got it.
Subscribe mode for 10 hours.
Oh,
Steph said.
Shit. So
Oh my goodness.
there we go.
Hilarious.
Now we can
Appreciate
fucking
you.
do that. All right. When the mods be fucking watching the thing the whole time instead of the goddamn show. Anyway, let's get to it. Fucking assholes. I tell you. Anyway, let's get to this shit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pause the music for this one.
You a roadmap of the tangled web of connections from Silicon Valley to Washington, D.C., then all the way back to Sam Bankman-Fried's now-for-sale penthouse in the Bahamas. Then, at the end of the video, hopefully we can answer this very important question. Should investigations into criminal activity be executed by the very parties implicated in the crime itself? I told you in the last video that the FTX scandal boils down to this. Crypto exchange took customers' money and invested it into unknown assets. An incredibly damning write-up about the company was published. Then FTX's competitor, the CEO of Binance, decided to liquidate hundreds of millions of dollars worth of FTX's utility token, which signaled to other crypto investors to do the same, but when FTX's customers went to pull their money out of the exchange, there was no money. The fella at the center of it all is 30-year-old MIT graduate Silicon Valley-born Sam Bankman-Fried, who was pretty much a nobody up until the time that Joe Biden announced his presidential campaign. Just 2 weeks later, the FTX exchange was launched, and it was an overnight success, making Sam a very rich guy.
That's red flag number one. All right? That's red flag number one. 2 weeks after... All right, or did she say 2 weeks after or 2 weeks before? Hold on, let's go back to, I think she said 2 weeks before.
Was launched, and it was an overnight success until the time that Joe Biden announced his presidential campaign. Just 2 weeks later, the FTX exchange was launched, and it was an overnight success, making Sam a very rich guy. Sam's father, Joseph, a tax law professor at Stanford, helped Sam raise money from investors to get FTX off the ground. Some of the investors include BlackRock, Sequoia, SoftBank, and Tiger Global. After FTX became an overnight...
You hear those investors? Those some big heavy hitters. Those some heavy hitters. BlackRock? Bro. Come on, guys. Just keep listening.
Success, Sam became the second biggest donor to Biden's 2020 campaign. Before helping Sam with the financials, his dad was working on a new IRS tax filing system. Apparently, Pops is pretty well connected because back in 2016, Joseph drafted tax legislation for the outspokenly anti-cryptocurrency Senator Elizabeth Warren. And curiously, in response to the FTX collapse within the last few days, Warren has called for regulation of the industry.
So his father makes tax code and regulations for the DNC. Is this shit starting to look shady now, guys? Is this shit starting to look like a little bit like it's a little more than just a failing company? Is this shit starting to look bad now? Think about it.
Sam's mom, Barbara Fried, is also a Stanford professor, and she's co-founder of Mind the Gap, a Democratic political fundraising organization based in Silicon Valley led by Stanford employees. Sam's brother Gabe is founder of Guarding Against Pandemics, which advocates for public investments to prevent the next pandemic. Gabe was a legislative correspondent for the U.S. House of Representatives and an advisor to large political donors in the Democrat Party. In addition to lobbying and advising lawmakers on pandemics, Gabe's Guarding Against Pandemics group endorses candidates on both sides of the aisle who pledge to champion pandemic prevention. My concern here is when they are spending on both sides of the aisle is that they are specifically cherry-picking politicians regardless of party lines that, in this case, will do the most medical tyranny in the event of the next scamdemic. Not only was FTX a partner of the World Economic Forum, even though they've tried to scrub the evidence from their website in the aftermath, but Sam's Aunt Linda Fried is a member of the World Economic Forum. Her day job is an epidemiologist and dean at Columbia, specializing in aging, and her husband is an expert in HIV/AIDS. Epidemiology, I should define, it's the branch of medicine which deals with the incidence, distribution, and possible control of diseases and other factors relating to health. So between Aunt Linda and Brother Gabe with the virus shenanigans, it's giving me pause. It's giving me Vietnam-style PTSD flashbacks of Event 201 and ill-fitting purple sweaters in the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So over at MIT, there's a fella by the name of Glenn Ellison. He's the department head of economics and former boss of the Biden-appointed SEC head, Gary Gensler. Glenn is also father to Sam's girlfriend, Caroline Ellison, or the CEO of Alameda. FTX's head of ventures and commercial is Amy Wu, who used to work for the Clinton Foundation. FTX's policy and regulation head, Mark Wetjen, served as Obama's Commodity Futures Trading Commissioner. And it doesn't stop there. The general counsel of FTX, Ren Miller, had served as lead counsel to Gary Gensler at the Commodities Future Trading Commission.
Bro, you see
Man,
this shit?
These guys are in deep.
Deep.
They get deep pockets, deep friends. Everything.
Can you say Patsy?
Man.
Can you say Patsy?
It goes on and on. They got partners in every little aspect.
Can you say Patsy, guys?
Yeah.
Come on.
FTX's director of engineering, Nishad Singh, recently donated $1.1 million to Becca Balance political campaign in Vermont, as well as $500,000 to the Democratic Party of Oregon. In total, it's been reported that Singh has spent around $8 million on pro-Democrat campaign contributions. And my point is, to summarize, all the high-level employees at FTX or Alameda had ties to the DNC, SEC, or Washington, D.C. But here's what's really weird. I can't find anything on FTX co-founder Gary Wang. There's 3 poor quality photos of him circulating, but not one interview or clip of him on the internet. His FTX profile picture on Sequoia Capital even has him turned away from the camera. Does he even exist at all? Most of the FTX contributions were to the Democrats, except for Ryan Salame, CEO of FTX Digital Markets, and his $23 million donation to the Republican Party, which is kind of nothing compared to the bags they've dropped and plan to drop on the DNC. But at the top, there is no red or blue, there's just one team, and it tells me they were looking for both parties to comply with what they had in store. Pandemic lockdowns and mandates, perhaps, or Perhaps crypto regulation. It's apparent that Democrats definitely got more out of the deal since Ukraine partnered with FTX through the WF to receive donations. So since FTX makes money off of all of those transaction fees, all of the money funneling into Ukraine, FTX got a cut of. Then Sam turned around and gave a huge chunk of that to the Democrats, becoming the second largest donor behind George Soros. And reports were that FTX wanted to spend over $1 billion on the Democratic Party for 2024. By the way, Alex Bornikov, Deputy Minister of Digital Transformation of Ukraine, took to Twitter Monday night, and he officially denied the story about Ukraine's crypto fundraising effort. Quote, a fundraising crypto foundation, Aid for Ukraine, used FTX officials to convert crypto donations into fiat in March. Ukraine's gov never invested any funds into FTX. The whole narrative that Ukraine allegedly invested in FTX, who donated money to Democrats, is nonsense, frankly. End quote. But what did you expect him to say? Yeah, it's all true, nana nana boo boo, sorry pores. By the way, what oversight is there in these billion-dollar U.S. tax dollar aid packages to Ukraine? I'm guessing virtually none. On an even more disgusting note, CoinDesk reported that FTX's operations were run by Sam's inner circle of 10 roommates who all dated each other. They stole billions of dollars from their users and were having company-wide sex parties while doing so. One participant of these parties allegedly might have been New York Times writer David Yaff Bellany, who wrote a fluff piece on Sam, the scam artist, this week and never once mentioned his donations to Democrats or Ukrainian money laundering. I say he might have been a participant because he tweeted about visiting Sam's penthouse in the past and bragged about encountering crypto-themed condoms. Gary Wang's hologram flickering in the corner probably witnessed the whole thing go down. Caroline's supposed Tumblr blog, which was active from 2014 until this past week, detailed the sexual dynamic between the FTX staff, the polyamory, saying that her ideal guy was one who controlled most major world governments. And she said crypto was mainly scams and memes. It's almost too perfect to be true. It's like the very fabric of reality is.
So look at this shit. So I guess that's his girlfriend, right? CEO of Alameda. His girlfriend just happened to be the CEO of his hedge fund.
Yeah. This
guy right here in the top, I guess if you watch the top left corner, Patsy, bro. Patsy.
This is digital high level billionaire nepotism going on over here too. They all in the game.
All in the game, bro. All in the game.
Oh, did you see? So going back to that guy that they keep saying, is he even a real person? Did you see that? Did you see that site that I threw up in the chat? I wanted you to take a look at that site in case you hadn't seen it before. This person does not exist.com. Have you seen that before?
No, I never seen that. We'll look at that.
Okay, so if you click on this site, you can click on it, reload it and stuff like that, and it'll make a digital AI person for you that looks like a real person, but there's a person that does not exist. And you can use those pictures to make
oh shit. Okay.
To make up people and be like, yeah, this is whatever. This is my friend or this is my cousin or whatever, and it's not even a real person. It's an AI created person.
That's interesting. That's creepy. That's creepy as fuck, bro.
AI is getting that good. They got a movie. Oh wait, hold up. They got a movie a TV series coming out that stars who does it star? Does it star like Kanye and Greta Thunberg and some other people and Kim and them, but it's not really them. Mm-hmm. And I know they're going to get sued for that eventually because they're using the likeness of everyone and it looks like it's for real them. It stars Matthew McConaughey and other people. But it's not really them. It's all AI, and it's gonna be coming out on TV soon.
Kind of like it wouldn't be like surrogates or anything like that. Anyway.
No, they use AI to make people on there, and it looks real. Like you can't tell the difference. I'm gonna have to send you the link to that so you can check it out. What you gonna have to put this on? Like 10-hour
I don't know.
10-hour subscriber poll.
This shit because it's on 20 minutes. So a lot of these bots just coming in here. That mean that this shit is being generated from YouTube themselves, probably.
By the way, CoinDesk will do an expose on 10 coworkers living in a weird harem penthouse doing booger sugar all day, ripping off their clients to the tune of billions. But the second one of CoinDesk's writers notices that all these folks have a common denominator, they're TTs, Talmudic types, another acronym for your repertoire, he was fired.
Yeah, that's
It
what they
very
was
much
talking about
looks
earlier.
like a case of Spook Family Robinson, a character set up to fail, most likely to bring in crypto regulation. So what do you think, internet friends? Should the people who are connected to this whole FTX fraud be the ones investigating their own wrongdoing? How can the SEC be impartial when Gary Gensler has barely a degree of separation from all of this? Can mainstream media be a reliable source when they're the ones getting whipped by Caroline at the penthouse? Can we vote our way out of this by electing more politicians who just line their pockets with these dirty dollars? Let me know your thoughts. You know, I always look forward to your comments. Thank you so much for watching, subscribing, and supporting my channel on Patreon. Bye.
Yo, that's just crazy, bro. All those connections, bro. All those people. Yo, there's no way. There's no way. Like, the shit was just an overnight success 2 weeks after Nickel Slick announced his run for president. Not only that,
it's that Grace girl that you was saying did a real good job too. Shout out to her.
Yeah, Really Grace, y'all. If y'all not following Really Graceful over on YouTube, Really Graceful, all one word, y'all need to be following her. Y'all need to be following her. Period. But all those connections, bro, is fucking crazy.
Man.
Right? You can't tell me that shit's not on purpose. You can't tell me that shit's not on purpose, bro. Like, I really do think, and this is just my opinion, that they're doing this to crash crypto and to start regulating it. Because look what happens. This story drops, right? Crypto takes a hit, and then what is it, CBDC? That shit launches their pilot program for 12 weeks. Come on, bro. It's chess, not checkers, like Unc say. It's chess, not checkers, like Unc say. They built this kid up to crash him when they needed it, to put in their first step to their one world digital currency. All right, this shit is fucking nuts. Keep your head on the swivel with this story, y'all. See how this story unfold. Like Hotep Jesus say, yo, this is probably one of the most important stories of the year, and nobody's really paying attention to it. Everybody needs to pay attention to this. You know what I mean? But then again, like Emmanuel Presley says, it's all a coincidence, right? It's all a coincidence. Anyway, so check it, guys. This is what we about to do. We got, let's see what we got. We about to take it over to Rumble for a Rumble exclusive. Head over to Rumble. I put the link in the description. The link is in the description. I'll also put the link in the chat. So, hey bots, if y'all want to come on over. Just leave some Rumble rant, y'all. If y'all really want to spam me up, you know, leave a few dollars if you're gonna do the shit. God damn. Anyway, I just put it in the chat. It's also in the description. Head on over to Rumble. We're gonna finish up this conversation. But as for YouTube, it's Cannon and Jay saying, stay safe, stay well, stay strapped. There's a lot of goddamn bots in my chat right now. We holla at you. Make sure y'all keep a lookout on this FTX scandal. This shit is really important.